All right, now that we've learned about measures of center and measures of spread, we're going to attach those ideas to a slightly more complicated data set. Namely, we're going to learn how to find the weighted mean and mean for grouped data and such. All right, so let's start with a weighted mean, because every time you're in a class, your average, your class average, is a weighted mean, and professors and instructors always expect you to know how to calculate that, but not every student does. So we're going to find this person's GPA. She took 4 courses this semester. She got a 4.0 in her 3-credit statistics class, of course, a 3.0 in her 5-credit chemistry class, a 3.5 in her 2-credit fitness class, and a 2.5 in her 4-credit English class. What is her GPA for the semester? All right, and the formula is right up here. Now, if you're going to find this in Excel, I'm going to name this Ashley's GPA, for example. But if you're going to find it in Excel, you're going to have to do a little bit of work. This doesn't come easily in Excel. Not the way the average is when it's just one column of data comes. It doesn't work quite like that. So let's put the grade here. Oops, cap lock. All right, there we go. And the weight. Now the weight is going to be what the credits are. So for example, she got a 4 point in her 3-credit stats class. She got a 3 point in her 5-credit chemistry class, 3.5 in her 2-credit fitness class, and a 2.5, excuse me, in her 4-credit English class. All right, so here's the list of scores. If you want, these are like the X's in that formula. And then the weights are right here, and those are the W's in that formula. So what we need to do is we need to be able to multiply all of these. So you want to multiply this, multiply this, multiply this, multiply this, and then add them all up. Okay? Now, the other thing you're going to need, in case you didn't notice, is you're going to need to add up all the weights. So let me just find that for starters. So the sum is equal to the sum of the weights. There we go. All right, so there's the denominator of that fraction right there. So if you look at the formula, we found the sum of the weights. Now, oops, I made it disappear. There are 2 ways that we can find this. You can go through the trouble of finding x times w for each one, and then filling out the column, and then finding the sum. That's one way, okay? Or you can actually just find the sum product. Let me do that. Sum product. In one fell step, you can say, okay, find equals sum product. It's a command, and it's going to say, what's your first array? My first array is my x's, comma, weights, close parentheses, enter, and there you go. You get the same number. Oops, sorry, hold on. There it is. So you get the same number, but with a little bit less work. So either way, so either find x times w, and oopsie, x times w. There we go. For each one, and then add them all up down here, or don't even bother. Just type equals sum product. First array is all your x's, comma, second array is all your y's, and it'll do it for you. All right, so then the mean is equal to that sum product divided by that sum of the weights. And there we go. Student's grade is 3.14. I'll copy and paste this in. Matter of fact, hold that thought. I'm going to make this yellow. How about green? Green's good. And then I'll copy and paste it in. And there we go. So our GPA for that semester is a 3.14. All right, now I won't have time to finish this one in this video, but we'll finish it next time. First thing we need to do is we need to count how many tiles there are, and I have the Scrabble pieces right here. So the number that have 0 points are these 2 in the bottom corner, the blank tiles. So there's 2 of those. The 8 pointers, there's 2 of those, I think. I think it's the J and the X. And then the 10 pointers is 2. It's the Q and the Z. Okay, so altogether I believe there's 100. So we filled those in. We want to know what's the mean, the median, and the mode value for a randomly selected tile in the game. Well, mean we're going to have to figure out by hand. And the median, well, we'll figure that out too. So how about we figure this all out in the next video, and I'll see you then. I'll copy and paste this into Excel in the meantime.